3 minutes a month can save you 15% on car insurance. Okay, not really, but it can tell you where the weaknesses are in your business and how to fix them. Yep, just 3 minutes a month. I'm Kalilah Reynolds, and it's time for another episode of Money Moves JA, brought to you in partnership with EXIM Bank's Business Advisory Service, giving you the tools to grow your business. This week, we'll be speaking with General Manager of the Honeybun Foundation, Nashauna Lalah, who will show us how to use the Gapp App. Hi, Nashauna.
Hi, Kalilah.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, so we spoke about the Honeybun Foundation Gap App last week, but we didn't really go through exactly what the app does, how it works. So you can be the one. Just give us a brief background about what it is before we get started.
Okay, so as you know, it's a diagnostic tool. So what it's actually doing is taking the temperature of your business, and we talk about all areas of business from marketing to export. So there's a survey built in, and you answer that survey, and the survey covers all those areas, about 11 areas of your business. Now, after you complete those surveys, then you get the recommendations of where to go to fill those gaps. So the recommendations are in the area of funding, training, and business and support organization. So there are all these support organizations that assist business. There's also companies, organizations that offer funding, and of course, training is a big part of it because you don't know what you don't know. And our business owners aren't people who necessarily know all aspects of their business. So they need to be trained in the areas where they might not be so knowledgeable. So those are the 3 areas that it shows you the recommendations in after you've completed the survey.
Funding, training, and
support organization.
Support organization. This is perfect because people ask me these questions all the time. Everybody who's always in my DMs, just go download the Gapp app and you can get the answers. You can find out where you can get support for funding, training, business support organizations. Perfect. It's a free app?
Yes, it is currently free. It's available for Android and for iPhone.
So you can download it from the Play Store, the Google.
Download it completely
the
free.
App Store.
It's completely free right now.
Okay. What exactly does it help you to identify while you're using it?
What it shows you is where the weaknesses are in your business. Because sometimes you may think that you're doing everything right and you're wondering, why is it that I'm not moving from here to there? Now, because you're dealing with all areas of your business, you may not think about, for example, human resources, or you may not think about the governance, and that might be what might be holding you back. So because the survey has questions that deal with all those areas of your business, it's able to show you that you need more help in marketing. It might be that you need to enhance your digital marketing capability. It might be that you need to focus on your export, and we have JAMPRO and we have JMEA, which will help you. So it's like taking the temperature. You go to the doctor regularly for a checkup. The Gapp app is regularly checking up on your business to see where the weak areas are. What area of my business am I not paying enough attention that's holding me back from this exponential growth that I know is possible within my business.
It sounds like a whole lot went into developing this app. And I understand from last week it took about 9 months to develop from the brain of Michelle Chung herself.
Oh yes.
So tell me,
download.
What type of resources went into developing it? And I don't mean financial resources, but who provided consultation to say we need to include this and include that and include these various things?
Well, the first model that we created was a national training calendar, and so we are well familiar with the business subject experts. So we have persons who are expert in finance, we have persons who are expert in governance, and so we're able to consult with those subject matter experts. Also, we work closely with all the BSOs, the business support organizations, who help, so they're able to, give their input into the areas of what exactly is needed for the companies to move from one level to the next. So we had all these experts who were able to give us their expert, in developing the questions and also in matching the questions with the recommendations.
How often should I use this app?
Well, it's built in for the app for you to do it once a month. So after you've done it the first time, if you try to do it at the same time within a month, then it will actually tell you that no, you need to do it on May 14th, for example. Because what we want people to do, we want you to work along with it. So we don't want you to do it every week. So you've done it this month, and it shows you what the gaps are, and it shows you where to go to fill those gaps. We actually want you to go fill some of those gaps and then come back and test it again. So we don't want you to be right. We want you to work along with the app. So you do it, You see what the weak areas are, shows you where to go to fill those gaps. You take about a month, you go, you fill some of those gaps, and then you come back. So you're constantly growing and you're constantly moving along. So you're not static because you're filling those gaps as you go along month by month.
So do I get like a report card?
Yes, you do. Actually, you do. And when you go, if you don't remember what they are, the minute you get your results, you can actually go back in the app, and there's a tab that says My Gap Areas, and it shows you what they are. So it's an easy reference. It's like a index card. You say, what was my gap again? You just go in there. It shows you what they are, and it has recommendations tied to it.
Okay, so in addition to me using it for myself, because I'm doing this for my business and we want the business to grow, obviously, is there anything else that this information could be used for? Like, would it help me if I'm applying for loans or grants or anything in particular?
It will, because remember that the areas that it provides recommendation is in training, funding, and also business support. So it would send you to the business support organizations who will help you along the way. For funding, it would show you the the BSOs that have funding in that particular area where you have a weakness in.
So what's the scoring mechanism that you use on this report card? Yeah, do I get A? Can I get 100%?
Well, if that's the area of your business that so it gives you a percentage. So from 0 to 100. If you have 100, then we're gonna say no, man, we can get 110. So it gives you in percentage. So
but there's no perfect business, is there?
No, there's not.
So everybody has weaknesses.
Exactly, and that's the thing about the app. You don't know what you don't know. And so you might think that you're great in this area, but then when you do the app, it shows you that you're not as good as you thought. This was probably what was holding you back.
Does it provide links as well?
Yes, it does actually. So for example, if it shows that one of your weak area is export, for example, and you need funding for export, then EXIM Bank would be in there as a recommendation, and the link for EXIM Bank is built in. So when it shows your recommendations and you click EXIM Bank, you just click on it, it takes you, not just to take you to the website, it takes you to the actual product that EXIM Bank, for example, would offer to help you fill that particular gap. So you don't have to come out of the app and go on the website and go to the, and search all around. Once it shows you what the recommendations are, you click it and it takes you to the website of the particular BSO.
Thanks so much, Nashauna. This was very helpful, and congratulations, kudos to Honeybun Foundation for developing this app. I really love it.
Thank you so much for having me, Kalilah.
Here's a recap of Nashauna's main points. The Gapp App provides recommendations for funding, training, and support organizations. Business support organizations are on standby to help you fix the gaps identified by the app. And links are also provided that take you to various pages that will help your business.
That's it for this episode of Money Moves JA, brought to you in partnership with EXIM Bank's Business Advisory Service, giving you the tools to grow your business. Visit their website at eximbankja.com and visit my website, KalilahReynolds.com, for a summary of this episode. You can click link in the description box below. I'm Kalilah Reynolds. Until next time.
Let's get this money.